Hi everyone. Just wanted to say a big thanks for joining us in our webinar today of why Arcserve OneXafe Solo and why is it the best fit for your customers. So before we get started, I just want to introduce myself. So I'm Parthiv. I am the new product manager for Arcserve from Soft Solutions, and together I'm joined by Jessa.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining, and thanks Parthiv. And yes, I'm Jessa. I'm the sales engineer for Arcserve.
Awesome, thanks for that, Jessa. So before I get started, I do want to talk to you a little bit about the history of Arcserve and Soft Solutions. So Soft Solutions became the first distributor of Arcserve in New Zealand in 2008 with the intention of providing New Zealand businesses an easy way to protect data in case of any disasters. So we've been working with Arcserve ever since, and it's been a very successful, if not the top disaster recovery as a service vendor for Soft Solutions. So just letting you guys know that the webinar will be recorded. So if you'd like a copy, let me know in the questions box and I can send it over to you. Awesome, so let's get started. So the agenda for today is we're going to be talking about, what is the OneXafe Solo? Why is there a need for it? Then we're going to be talking about some of the key hardware specs of the Solo, so just a bit of an overview. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the cloud service levels, because with the Solo, you get the option to choose your cloud service level, so we can be digging into a little bit of that. Then we're going to be talking about the key target environments, where does a Solo really fit in? And then, we're going to be talking about, some of the key reasons why people do choose Solo and why it's a good choice for your clients. And then Jess is going to be talking a little bit about the One System and doing a demo. And then we'll finish off with a bit of a Q&A. So what is the OneXafe Solo? So the Arcserve OneXafe Solo is a plug and protect backup appliance which is designed to stream data directly to the Arcserve cloud services for business continuity. The Arcserve OneXafe Solo uses the One System for cloud-based management from anywhere and any time through the web browser. So it's like a web browser type application, so accessible through anywhere on the internet. So a couple of the key features is, it's a plug and play, disaster recovery solution for small businesses. And the reason that we call it, plug and play and plug and protect is because it's extremely easy to deploy and manage within, just a few simple steps. And this includes, plugging it in, connecting to the internet, and then you can start protecting in minutes. One of my other favorite parts of the Solo is that if you happen to put any storage, in the hard drive or connected to a USB, they will automatically register to the cloud with no extra configuration. So it's automation at its finest, making our lives so much more easier. It's fully integrated with the Arcserve cloud services to provide total business continuity with an orchestrated one-click failover in the cloud, allowing easily to recover any sort of entire infrastructure. This also results in reduced downtime costs and improved productivity while offering the highest service level agreements. There's also an option to back up locally, either through the USB drive, internal hard drive, or if you need any sort of extra storage, you could use an existing NAS or cloud. We can talk more about this in the later slides. You've also got instant recovery using virtual boot IO, read-ahead technology. So irrespective of the virtual machine size, direct recovery to a primary store means no virtual storage motion and no performance impact during the recovery. And essentially it resumes the backup images as virtual machines in milliseconds. The other key thing is, the OneXafe Solo provides the ultimate flexibility with a range of deployment options independent of the IT environment. It can be deployed in environments with, limited infrastructure, whether that limitation stems from a lack of local storage or virtual environments. It ensures secure data protection for any environment, and that's the key thing that we would focus on. It also has set and forget capability, where it delivers efficient management without requiring dedicated resources, whether it's staffing or capital for data protection. And that's what makes it a really perfect fit for small businesses, where IT time is at a premium. The Solo is also agentless. So no deployment is actually required, and this reduces the administration overhead. However, it also does have agent-based protection where it supports, physical and virtual machines using traditional OS agents. So you get the best of both worlds. So this is the Solo hardware specs. I'm not going to run too much into detail here, but the device itself is an Asus Mini PC. It's a very compact, device with powerful performance, with the latest up-to-date technology, as well as, comprehensive connectivity with portability. The OneXafe Solo also has a slide-out 7mm 2.5-inch drive bay for up to 4 terabytes of SSD and HDD. So this is not included. You can purchase this separately. At Soft Solutions, we do actually keep some of them. So when you do order, we will most likely have some in stock. But just double check with us first. Or you can, go directly to the cloud or to a USB or NAS for a local copy of your data. Coming to the ports, there's no VGA or HDMI port. You just plug it straight into the Ethernet using an RJ45 Ethernet connector, and this is what registers into the cloud, into the OneSystem, where you can just manage everything simply from that one single pane of glass management platform. So this is a bit of an overview. So you've probably heard about some of Arcserve's other products, such as Shadow Protect, ShadowXafe, and OneXafe. So you're probably wondering where the Solo fits in. So with Shadow Protect, you pretty much replicate a copy of backup images to the cloud. With ShadowXafe, it kind of extends it a little bit more with a tighter integration and consolidation with the management of OneSystem. And then with the Solo, the Solo is kind of like a mixture of using ShadowXafe components, and it ties it in with cloud services. We also have the OneXafe hardware appliance, and this is a little bit different to the Solo. This is a converged solution which could be tied into ShadowXafe data protection, but offering a lot more to enterprise. Offering a lot more enterprise benefits more along the hardware line. So the Solo is more focused on the data protection side rather than scaling out object storage. So the Solo can be used in any type of environment. However, it's more favorable in small to medium-sized businesses with approximately, around 1 to 20 services per customer. And this could be a customer with a mix of both physical and virtual servers. And the reason for this is because generally small to medium-sized businesses are after more of an affordable solution to protect their data. With the Solo, there is very minimal overhead or associated service costs, making it the ideal device for smaller clients with limited IT spend. So just talking a little bit about cloud service levels. So, with cloud services, you have 3 options. You've got Cloud Basic, Cloud Plus, and Cloud Premium. With Cloud Basic, it kind of backs up or secures storage for your critical business backups up to 500 gigs, which is pooled. Then you've got the Cloud Plus, which is a little bit more than just critical, up to 1 terabyte, and then there's Cloud Premium, which is everything in the cloud. So those are the 3 cloud options that we have for cloud services. But the benefit of the Solo is that your first protected machine gets the benefit of the cloud premium service level with the direct upload. After that, then you can kind of choose which level of protection you want, whether it's Cloud Plus or Cloud Basic. Just a little bit more about the Arcserve Cloud. It has military-grade security with 24/7, 365 days monitoring. So, very well protected, ensuring that nothing can get through. The cost per machine per month will also allow for 1 terabyte per server, and this 1 terabyte is actually poured across all the servers that is assigned to the partner. So you can virtualize entire machines or even an entire network using Arcserve's patented one-click technology, and you have total control of the web-based management console, which is known as OneSystem. So here's just a couple of the environments that Solo protects. So the Solo protects physical machines to VMwares to Hyper-V environments. You can kind of see in this screen over here, which is really cool. And then this is kind of just showing a little bit about the data flow. So you can see over here how it goes from, shows like a bit of a holistic view of what the Solo does and the kind of data flow it has. where it protects the data in the server, where it goes to the Solo, and how the Solo kind of backs it up to to the external storages and the cloud. But the cool thing about this is it shows that it can address local backups. For example, if you have external storage, you would like to use, let's say, external, you would like to use, so if you've got external storage you'd like to use for local backups, such as, SMB, USB, or NFS, Solo can address that. Or if you've got no external storage at all, with direct cloud options for Solo, this can be addressed too. So here are a couple of the key reasons why clients do use or choose to Solo. The first thing is definitely the affordability. It's affordable with very less administrative overhead, especially with small businesses having very limited IT budget costs. This will always be, a big consideration. So this is where the Solo comes in. It can quickly overcome this by being very affordable by delivering easy to use recovery capabilities, allowing you to quickly boot up backup images as virtual machines using Arcserve's virtual boot technology. This also allows you to recover files and folders and entire systems in minutes, keeping downtime to an extreme minimum. It's also built using ShadowXafe and cloud services. So it utilizes Arcserve's ShadowXafe technology in a compact, compact backup appliance form factor with the same level of data protection. So it's pretty much ShadowXafe and a compact level of backup appliance. It can back up to local storage and the cloud to physical or virtual machines. I can't stress how easy it is to deploy. All you need to do is literally just plug it in, connect it to the internet, and start protecting in minutes. A key thing is that about MSPs, it's pretty much pay for what you use. It's a monthly model, and what this does is it pretty much ensures that you have a consistent revenue stream coming in. So, why do resellers or MSPs choose the Solo for their clients? Well, the OneXafe Solo uses the Onesystem for cloud-based management from anytime, anywhere through a web browser, and this pretty much eliminates the need for on-site dedicated servers and time-consuming software upgrades to manage data protection, workflows, and provide true SLA protection. Onesystem does not need a WAN connection as it works over the internet. Jess is going to be covering a little bit more about this in the upcoming slides. So the OneXafe Solo also has high flexibility and uses flexible recovery and uses virtual boot technology. So you can recover to a Hyper-V, standalone, VMware, or you also have the option to choose the years of retention, whether it's 1, 3, 7, 10 years or more. Then you can replicate that copy of those backups to the cloud or local NAS. So each Solo comes with a low financial risk and free 45-day try and buy, and I'll cover a little bit more about this in the next slide. There's also no storage limit per machine being backed up. So the cost of the machine per month will allow for 1 terabyte per server. This is pulled across servers attached to the Solo units assigned to that partner. It also doesn't consume any sort of IT services, generates recovering monthly revenue, which is great for sales and cash flow. And at a price point, it's really attractive, especially for those that have not invested in disaster recovery so far. Servers, virtual machines, and workstations back up to all or some, Arcserve will back up to the Arcserve cloud or some other clouds, depending if the company has a private cloud or not. And let's say if something were to go wrong with a Solo, you can instantly virtualize the Solo directly into the Hyper-V or VMware for instant recovery in less than a second. And that virtual machine gets created and it starts booting. It will start backfilling all that data, whether it's residing in the cloud or coming off local storage for instant recovery. So just touching upon the Solo 45-day free trial period. So each Solo order that you place comes with a 45-day trial period. So essentially you get a month and a half to use the Solo for free, no charge associated with it. The device itself is free as well. There's no cost associated with the device itself. After the 45th day, on the 46th day, that's when you will start getting charged. So if you don't want the solo, make sure you return it before the 45 days are up. Otherwise, the billing will start automatically. However, you will get prorated for you'll get prorated costs for when the billing starts if it's like towards the end of the month, which is really cool. Just touching upon how you can actually order the solo. So you can definitely ask for more email. You can definitely ask for more information from me from the email. But just to kind of cover a little bit of the basics, if you are interested in ordering a solo, I'll provide you with the solo pricing sheet. So this will kind of give you a list of all the solo prices. Once you're kind of happy with which sort of device you want to go for, with which cloud service level, then you pretty much just raise a $0 PO, providing your company details or where you want the solo to be shipped to. Once the device arrives, it starts pretty much, the 45-day window pretty much starts from the shipping date. So when we ship it out, that's when the 45-day trial starts. And once the solos arrive, you can pretty much give us a call, and either myself or Jess will be able to help you with any sort of deployment, Q&As or documentation support. But just to be wary that Solo does have a prerequisite environment check. So before you do order the Solo, just check with me first to ensure that your environment does meet the Solo's, whether the Solo is compatible for your environment. So we can touch a little bit more base. We can touch base on that, if you are interested in ordering the Solo. So now I'm going to be passing it over to Jessa. So Jessa's going to be talking a little bit about the OneSystem multi-tenant management for the Solo. So yeah, I'll pass it over.
Awesome, cool. Thank you so much, Parthiv, for that information. Very helpful. And yep, again, thank you everyone for joining our webinar regarding our OneXafe Solo. So what you can see on the screen now is the OneSystem. So OneSystem, it's it's web browse based system where we can manage our Solo backup. So I'm pretty sure you've already got your partner's portal login as well. But of course, if you are our new reseller or partner, definitely we can provide you with all your login details. I will show you that one on our demo later on as well, but just a quick overview. So that's our OneSystem from Partners Portal. You can access our OneSystem, and from the OneSystem, of course, you can do all the backups from there and the restoration. And management portal as well. That's very important because we need to have like a cloud services. So you can do a third-party cloud service, or of course the Arcserve cloud service, so you can back up your Solo or your devices. Next slide, Parthiv, please.
Okay, awesome. By the way, Jesse, your webcam's off.
Oh, cool. Sorry, thank you. And yep, so that one, yes, simple to manage, very simple to manage, and lower IT labor cost. Why? Because it's SLA driven. You can put or add your policy. It depends on the policy, which I'll show you later on as well. You have a centralized dashboard. You can see the health of your system, if it's under monitoring, if not, and if there's like an error or stuff like that, you can definitely see that one on one dashboard, which is the OneSystem. It's SLA compliance as well. You can see all the reporting and analytics, and of course, it's centrally managed system, file and recovery. And there's like recovery points. Where you can, of course, recover from based on the snapshots that has been snapshot with the recovery points. And next slide again, Parthiv, thank you. And yes, for MSP technician or for our MSP reseller, it's very easy. Once you order a Solo, of course, just let us know. And once you've received the Solo, just power it on, put it on a local area network, and then you just need to set up some configuration on the OneSystem and deploy agents for your devices or for your host-based agent as well. And then in the OneSystem, you can do everything on that one. What I'll do now is, of course, I will show you the dashboard on how to do or how to back up Parthiv, if you can pass on to me my the presenter, please, and then I'll share my screen. Awesome, thank you so much. Okay, cool. I'm just checking. You can see my screen, eh?
Yes.
Awesome, cool. So what you can see now, just going to the partners portal. So on partners portal, if you are already a reseller, of course, you can see OneSystem and management portal from here. Once you've logged in into the one. So OneSystem, that would be our web-based monitoring for our backup for the Solo. So once you click that one, you'll be redirected to this portal, so OneSystem portal. But before going to that one, just to let you know that you need to have like a cloud account. You can set a cloud account, of course, if you have a third-party cloud account, but if you don't have, of course, Arcserve cloud account, you can set that one up via our partners portal as well. So what you can see in here is my our SaaS demo cloud account. So you can see I've got two devices. So these two devices, these are the devices that I've backed up inside the OneSystem, which I've installed the agents. I'll show you that one shortly as well. So this is where you can add the cloud account. So going back to OneSystem. So what you can see in here is the dashboard. So the dashboard, it's like, of course, the summary of what's happening with your backup, or if there's like any issues like data protection status, if there's like unprotected machines, if your backup is healthy, how many data usage, how many data change rate as well. You can see everything, all the activity in here. So once you receive your solo device, what I would suggest is, of course, first is we need to create a site. So a site is where your solo is located, and of course where you back up your devices as well. So for instance, for me, I've already added some sites. So what you can see is the SoftSol Auckland in the test location. So for this demo, I'll use the SoftSol Auckland. So once you've added, I'll just quickly show you how to add a site. So once you've put your site in there, and then you just need to save it. So simple as that. Once you have a site, sorry, just to quickly, safe agent registration token and site ID, that's very important before I forgot. Why? Because once you install an agent, it will ask for this agent registration token as well as the site ID. So this is where you can get all the information. So once you've got the site, service nodes. So once you receive a solo, there will be a claim code, which was mentioned earlier. So a claim code looks like this. It's under your OneSafe Solo device. So claim code looks like this one. So when you add or activate a OneSafe Solo, you just need to enter that claim code. So unfortunately, I don't have a new claim code because I've already claimed our OneSafe Solo test machine in the office. So just pretty easy. Just put the claim code, and after that one, it will detect your OneSafe Solo, and of course, you should be able to see it from here. And of course, you can see the details as well. So once you've got, or you've already claimed your OneSafe Solo, next is we need to add storage, of course, so that you can start backing up your devices or your host devices as well. So you need to have like a storage. So as what mentioned on the previous slide as well, you can have your own storage, or of course our Arcserve storage, cloud storage. So from here, you can select iSCSI, SMB, the Arcserve Cloud, Azure Storage, and the S3 as well. So from there, you just need to set your account up. And then if you want, of course, to add an extra layer of protection, just need to add a password. So once you've added the storage, let's go to the environments. So environments here, you can add your vCenter or your ESXi host, or of course your Windows agent. So you can download them from here. So for example, I have added my device in one of our test device in the office. So you just need to download the file. So once you download the Windows agent file, this is where you need to set the account up um, and you need to have like the registration token as well as the code that I've shown you earlier. So unfortunately, I've already installed it, but it's just pretty simple. It's just next, you just need to follow the wizard setup. So once you've added, so once you've installed your devices, of course, we will start protecting them. But you also need to add policies. So from here, we have different policy options. So what I did on my machine, on our machines, so we have, it depends on what RPO do you want, and the retention as well. But the retention, just to mention, it will be based on your Arcserve Cloud portal. So for the retention, it depends on how you set that one up in here. So going back, for example, we need to add a new policy. So custom policy, just need to put the name on it and how often that backup you want to have, or like the backup time as well. So we have 15 minutes, half an hour, 4 hours, 6 hours in a daily backup. And from this, that's very important to have the storage first, because we need to set up the storage destination. So we only have one storage destination. So that's the SoftSol SaaS that I have configured inside the Arcserve management portal. And if you need to use a C drive as well, definitely you can. So what you can see in here, from SoftSol Solo, there's different machines. So it's very easy to navigate and user friendly. If you can see, there are devices that hasn't been backed up, failing, or devices that has a successful backup. Everything will be in here. So what you can see, unfortunately, these ones, they have failed status, so we need to check that one. And job timeout, this is our test backup. The device might have been turned off during the backup as well. So if you need to reset the health, you can just simply click this button. This one is if you want to back it up now, or if you want to change the policy, you can definitely update them from here. So for example, you just need to do this one. So soft salt test. So this one, the last recovery points was September the 30th. So this hasn't been turned on. So that's why. But of course, if the device is active and the it has been backup, you if just need to turn it on, put it, of course, as long as it's on network, and just pack it up now, and then it will go to a backup queue. And from there, you can see it, the activity in here. So I'm trying to back up my own device. If you can see Surface Jessa, so it's transferring and creating snapshots, and as well as the test device as well. So very easy, I would say, and very user friendly one system. So from the activity, you can see all the completed jobs, all the errors, if there are like issues and stuff like that, and success status. So recovery, of course, very important. So for recovery, just need to select what device that you need to recover. So for example, this particular device, and select the recovery point. So for recovery point, for example, we'll use this one. So it's just refreshing. So for file recovery, and you can do system recovery as well. So for example, file recovery, soft sol test, just check the recovery point or select the recovery point, and then select the disk. So for example, soft sol test and the temporary VHTX path. So for example, you have a local drive where you can save them. So definitely you can select the location from here. So that's pretty easy to navigate, I would say, with one system. And of course, if you have like issues with protection and issues with the backup, you can definitely check everything in here. Configuration, this important part, if you need to add users, you can add them in here. General settings, it's just purely mainly system settings. And of course, if you want to send like an email, enable notification if the backup has been successful, if there's like any failures, and of course you can enable the notification in here, and you can send it to several email addresses. So for example, my email address or Parthiv's email. Licensing, you can see all the solo devices that you have been claimed in here. And updates, it would be the updates of your service node of your or your OneXafe Solo. So that's pretty much with one system. Again, OneXafe Solo, it's just purely our device just need to connect to the network and then set up configuration from one system, claim the code from there, and from after that one, just very easy. You can definitely start backing up your devices as well as your host devices. And yep, that's pretty much about one system. I can, let's see, Parthiv, would you be able to check for us if there's question as well?
Seems like there's no questions so far.
Okay, I'm just gonna do this one. I have, maybe I'll just check some of the frequently asked question. I have some FAQ on my end in here. Sorry, bear with me.
Sure, that's fine.
We're just gonna. So some of frequently asked question is, can a partner redeploy a solo to a different client than the one that they initially bought it for? The answer is yes. Yes, and they only need to associate the appliance with a different site inside the one system. And if the appliance has an internal storage, they just need to wipe it. And of course, we can send them like information as well or a user guide. And one of the questions as well is, part of the deployment of the Solo requires the creation of a cloud services account if you don't already have one. So if an MSP partner has a cloud services account set up with the Shadow Protect MSP portal, is this the account they would also use with the Solo, or should they create a new account? So the answer is they simply use their existing cloud services account set up with their Shadow Protect MSP portal. So yep, that's some of our frequently asked questions. So anything that you would like to add, Parthiv, maybe?
No, that's all from me. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Jessa, and thank you so much for the demo. That was very informative. So to everyone else that's attending the session, just wanted to let you guys know that, look, if you guys do have any sort of solo inquiries, any sort of questions, feel free to reach out to parthiv@solsolo.co.nz to me, and to Jessa at solsolo.co.nz to Jessa. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Really do appreciate it, and have a lovely rest of the day.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone.